Okay, let's look at the rest of the roast beef problem. Okay, so we had the equation was y equals negative 8x plus 96. Okay, the next thing they want you to do is to complete the table. In the table, record the number of slices of roast beef remaining after the number of sandwiches are made. Okay, so we want the number of slices for 4, 6, 8, and 10 sandwiches. Let me go back to the picture. Okay, so you could get 4. I mean, there's so many ways you could do this, but you could get the number of slices in the container after 4 sandwiches by simply looking at the graph. Because if you look at the 4 sandwiches, go straight up, straight to the left, it looks like 64. So for 4, there's 64. Put that here just for a second. Okay, for the rest of them, you don't have the data anymore, but you could use the pattern. Think of it this way for a minute, guys. If you look at that table, it's going from 4 to 6 to 8 to 10 sandwiches. And you know it's going down 8 per sandwich, right? Because that was a slope. It was going down 8 slices per sandwich. But, and this is what messed you up on the assignment, it's not asking as you go up 1 sandwich how many slices are left. Okay, so you don't want to take away 8, take away 8, take away 8, take away 8. Okay, if you're adding 2 sandwiches, you want to take away 16 slices. Okay, it's kind of this idea. The slope between 2 points would be going down 8 per sandwich, but the slope between like these 2 points would be going down 16 over 2. So if you're losing 8 slices per sandwich, you're losing 16 slices for every 2 sandwiches. Okay, so we actually have to take away 16s to do that problem. Okay, so 64 minus 16 would be 48. 48 minus 16 would be 32. And 32 minus 16 would be 16. Okay, so that's how you would fill out that table. I don't know if any of you did this. I don't want to spend too much time on this other way to do it. But if you had y equals negative 8x plus 96, you could take those x values, like 6, like 8, like 10, okay, whichever, and you could put them in your equation for x. So you could find the number of slices for 6 sandwiches by putting 6 in for x and just figuring out what negative 8 times 6 is, which is negative 48. Add that to 96. Okay, you'll still get the 48. So you could use the equation, you could use the pattern, and there's probably other ways you guys would be thinking of that you could use to find the answer to that question. Okay, but the thing you got to be careful. If you're losing 8 slices per sandwich, you're losing 16 slices for every 2. Okay, the last question. It says the selling price of roast beef sandwich is $7. How much money has the shop collected from the sale of roast beef sandwiches when the container is empty? Okay, let's go back to that. We want to know when the container is empty. Okay, well, we don't know when the container is empty yet. We do know that on my table, the y value was the number of slices. So you could keep going on with the pattern. Okay, we're going up 2 slices. Up 2 sandwiches and losing 16 slices. Let's do it again, even though they didn't ask you for it. Let's go to 12. If we went up 12, another 2 sandwiches, we'd have to lose 16 again. Looky there, that worked out. So that means for 12, it would take 12 sandwiches for you to have 0 slices left. Okay, so that means we're selling 12 sandwiches until the container is empty, and they're $7 each. Okay, does that make sense? So it took 12 sandwiches for the container to be empty. Okay, we're going to take that 12 times $7, and that is 84. Okay, so we made $84 when the container is empty. And just like that problem right there, there's probably other ways you guys could have reasonably figured that out without doing it the way that I did it. Okay, let me know if you have questions. I want to help you if you do have any.